Well, let's friggin' do it. So, oh, we've even got the final battle preparation music. So, everything that's happened, there's still one thing that we need to know about, and Rand brings it up right here. What the hell are we going to do about Kravia? She was cool, and now she's been taken over or whatever. And Rand and Mel are like, Crowe, come on, you can't play it cool. We know that you want to rescue her, even if she is a woman and you're scared of them. We know. And Crowe's like, yeah, you got me. He doesn't argue. He's like, what I want to know is, why did she come with us in the first place? He says, Sardius's thing was, like, he wanted to sabotage us and check out how strong we were. But I don't get that from Kravia. Like, she seemed, like, genuinely enthusiastic and excited when talking about the spheres. And, like, that personality change where she went from being meek and mild to berserk was definitely not normal. And then footsteps, Orion says, actually, it's the result of all of her hidden hatreds in her heart being unleashed at once. What the heck? He says, sort of like me. And then Mel is like, what sort of hatreds could she have had? She was little and spooked. And he says, well, there's all the hard work she did and not getting reward. None of her co-workers liked her or thought she was any good. She was always left out of everything. I mean, there's lots of things for her to resent. And she paired pretty effectively with the resentful Scorpion sphere. So, just amplified the hatred in her heart, and there you go. And Setsuko says, even if you have hatred and a good cause for revenge, you don't have to do it, though. Not everybody goes around doing it. And she says she finds resentment as a lifestyle unbearably sad. Like Setsuko's catchphrase is, whenever anybody says something, she just looks down and goes, that's terribly sad. And then Orion's like, whatever, do-gooder, and walks off. And Crowe's like, I know, maybe you got through to him a little, Setsuko, maybe just a little bit. But either way, none of the reactors want any regrets after tomorrow's fight. So, let's go. Episodes I actually thought, who the fuck is this cherry boy? Fucking Orion. Final stage. Final scenario. End of the life and death struggle. Or beyond the final battle, like. All the alarms going off. Brilliant. We're here at the central base, and this is the thinnest the defences are ever going to be. Because they didn't know we were back on this planet. Eat shit. So, let's see what we get. First wave, all drones. Good, excellent. So, where the hell's that dingus, monkey, scorpion, and Kravia somewhere? Let's find out. Let's get busy. And there's no SR point because it's the final stage. Let's take the base. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so here's Aaron. Bring it on! I ain't holding back against anyone who comes for me. You're more fired up than usual, darling. Hell yeah! This continent here's our home field, you know? Poor Ant. He's got problems in his head. Yeah, we did have Gadlight come and be drunk at us, and then we beat the shit out of him. He did game him over us because he gets to go twice and he never misses. What's Advent going to talk about here? Nothing. He only has what he says against the lady. One of these blue earths should be a green earth. Imagine if we did have a... Imagine if there was a counterpart to the blue earth in Tekken Man. It was the green earth and it was good. And I've turned the volume down really low so I can hear my doorbell go, and it's weird. It's really weird. I'm like, damn, I can hear the whole of my computer now. It's creepy. But cross combat, you killed the bee. So this time they fucked with the usual plan by putting the shitty dudes in front and the slightly tougher dudes in the back. And it's ruining everything. Do we have a Setsuko? Nope, just against, so yeah, so we don't have any other lines apart from the Kravia, but I'm pretty sure she's like, I'm gonna end sorrow in this continent or whatever. You're all a bunch of dinguses, and I'm sad. I'm crying. Retweet if you cry every time. And Setsuko's like, hell yeah, every time. Okay, let's go, okay. Might as well stand here. And then Crowe's gonna be like, ooh, not much strength there, let's see what we can do. I think Setsuko's always had big sleeves. She can't find a coat that fits, and that also makes sense. That's fucked up. Actually, she hasn't always had oversized cuffs. Like, because of the way she stands and everything, I was like, is it like a little controller thing? But she hasn't, like, she's been a regular person previously, and now she's not. Like, look, there she used to be just wear a regular jacket. Not anymore. He's versus that skirt, not a normal person. Are you kidding me? Terada wanted to have a lady with a beautiful set of gams. And then you just fucking don't see them till this game. It's like, oh, you only ever see her from the waist up until the cut-ins in a grunt robot in this, where she drops from the sky, so you get them for like half a second. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess Terada, sure. Terada owns. He's fucking silly. He's a silly goose. I love that guy. Yoruda set. Brap. It's why I liked the bathhouse scene in 3-1 so much, where they're like, oh my god, Emma's taken her tights off, holy shit, we can see her feet, fuck, and they're all losing their minds, and it's like, we've never seen any part of any of these people's bodies, we've only ever seen their face. We have no idea what any of them look like. I believe there is a Daryl. I can't remember if the true ending for Setsuko is she sees them and gets to hang out with them and become friends with them again, or if she sees them and knows they're alive but doesn't get to be friends with them, because that's sadder. Go! Via timeline, there's a bathhouse scene where it's like, it's a mixed sex bathhouse. Holy shit, we're gonna get to see all the girls naked. Oh my god! And then it's like, no, actually, the only bit that's mixed sex is the foot bath. And they still lose their fucking minds. These goddamn cherry boys. So, in the Vergola, the spheres in the Nautilus Carver, yeah, so she does have really big sleeves now. Like, the spheres in the gun thing, and the robot exists purely to make the power go on it. Mel is the sphere for the Wounded Lion, like, it's in her and it keeps her alive. But they sort of got it out of her, didn't they? Like, didn't they get it out of her? That's why she aged, like, her hair grew, like, 1 inch or whatever. And then she cut it short again. But I'm pretty sure the sphere only works when she's there anyway. And it's in Gunleon, and she's always going to be in it. Crowe's is like the engine in the robot. So I think every other dude has actually got like direct access to their sphere, but all of our dudes are just like, yeah, it's somewhere. It's around. Never seen it. Yeah, paint chowder, buddy. Paint chowder. That's fucking invincible. As you notice, the sphere shit goes weirdly half-assed. Yeah! For being, like, the main connecting thing. It's sort of like, yeah, but it's there. I also have always felt that the gimmick of the world of the Z series, it was like, oh, just all these different worlds mashed together. It's like, that's what all the Super Robot Wars games are, but you don't just say that the worlds are mashed together. You have, like, you're just like, oh no, there's a reason that they're all like this. Like, it's just how the world is. But it's like, no, all the anime just got mashed together, and that's a plot point that happened. It's like, fuck. Karada, what's wrong with you, buddy? Yeah, and Z3, Gadlet's like, I got the sphere, but I'm just gonna go drinking. And his power is he can make people off balance. Like if you're like, ooh, I sort of hate space, but also I sort of understand where they're coming from. He can make you just really hate space. And then unrelated to his sphere power, he could also turn his skin into metal. Which is fine, because Hibiki, independent of his sphere power, could also run really quick. Wow, wow, wee, wah. Wow, wow, wee, wah. Yeah, and then Hibiki, I think, gets the sphere 3 stages from the end? Might even only be 2. No, it's gotta be 3. It's gotta be 3, because the final stage is Big Anti-Spiral Man. The stage for that is the stage with all the Anti-Spiral dudes fucking everywhere. And the stage for that is when Gadlight kills the guy. So yeah, he gets the sphere like 3 from the end. And all it does is lets him go, oh yeah, your super mode lasts longer. Instead of just 1 turn. And he's like, yeah, alright, sure. And if you don't build him as a super robot, it's actually, like, worse. Because he can't dodge for shit in it. In that case, we'll go here. Yeah, all we know about spheres is they exist to make people's lives bad, unless you're a bad dude, and then your spheres are fucking incredible. With very little downside. Like, on the one hand, aim at full power literally cannot communicate in any sensical way to anybody. Also, he can do anything he wants, so it's... Like, he just stands in a room and goes, I didn't win the lottery! It's like, sorry, I've got to make that a lie. And then he won the lottery, so... Yeah, he goes full Mr. Miracle. You're right. You know what? You're right. Yeah, and he just goes, "Oh, I'm dying," and then it goes, "Oh, actually, you're not. You're fine." Yeah, all I know about the resolution of the entire Z plot is it's really unsatisfying and bad. Oh. Oh. Again, sense something. And here's Kravia. She's flipping her fucking shit. She's attacking everybody. She's like, "You're all going down. You're all toast. You're all a bunch of shitheads." And it's like, "You can't beat the Arias. Arias. It's the Arias, apparently. And it's really strong. But Setsuko refuses to fight it out of hate. It's like, wow, Setsuko, it's fine. You can just fight it because you want to save people. He's like, that. If I fought him because I hated him, that would make that hate spread to other people, and then people want to get me. Hate leads to hate, leads to hate, leads to hate. That's what Yoda says. And it's the process of overcoming hate and the sorrow it brings that makes her strong. So let's go, Setsuko. Kisama. Let's go. Let's bop him. She sucks. Yeah, all I know about Z3 is it doesn't have a satisfying ending at all, and all the different things that they brought up, and they're like, ooh, where's that gonna go? What's that gonna mean? They all resolve in just really lazy, dull. Like, I've been told the deal of the civilization of fire is just like, oh, when someone said, just go, oh, is that, you serious? Is that it? Pemda says his one question for Z3, why the fuck did you take out Dankuga? They didn't even update Dankuga Nova's sprites. Jeez. Just fucked it. All around. If I had my way, Dankuga and Dankuga Nova would be in every game because Shapiro and Moon will. They should just talk everywhere. Okay, get SP plus 10 or whatever and he sucks. Like, who fucking cares? I think it's all of the team gets it. Ocean Type's also right because Yao's voice is kind of going on him too, and he's Shinobu and Fog Sweeper. He does have a not brilliant time. I also realised when someone brought it up, why the hell no Zabungle? Why Gurren Lagann the destination of the wind or whatever instead of Zabungle? You know, Blue Gale. You know, it's got wind fucking in it. Huh? Huh? I guess because it's old and not new and really popular. But, I mean, other than those perfectly legit reasons... Yeah, Timperoshin, like, it's good. It's good. Imagine if that was it. Imagine if it wasn't the destination of the wind. It was destination of the wind. And, oh, we'd all made a terrible mistake. Yeah, as says, I feel they're only in Z1 so it could be Alpha Guidance. I think so too, actually, because it's just we've already got all the sprites done for them. Their entire plot is done, and not only their plot, it's the plot that we did in Alpha. So she's fine, she's not blind, it's all good. Just like, right, the only thing that really ties them into it is, oh, you know, there's Domopolis, there's all the dome cities everywhere, and Paradigm City, Paradome City. You know, it's the innocent in their domes, eh? And everywhere else sucks. But then when your world is just, oh, just loads of other things mashed together, like, don't worry about it. That's why there's a desert next to the snow, because on one world it's a desert there, and in one world it's torrential blizzards. Bwonk. Just kill him. I'm tired of you not killing him, Crowe. I've also been told that, despite claims to the contrary, that Gargantua is integral to the plot, it actually isn't anything at all. It's like, oh, we just wanted to have this thing in. We just wanted some extra water stages, and Tomokazu Seki. No, Sugita. Seki is Don. And Sugita's here in the studio already, doing the other guys, so why not? You've got him in the studio recording Bullet for third OGs, and he's recording Sirius, so why not have him be Chamber as well? He's here. Psycho no Senji. Come on, bring the City Scorpions to me. Chamber is extremely moe. Beastman's like, third OG. Yeah, it's the 25th anniversary of Super Robot Wars this year. It's got to be third OG. Right? Please. It'll have the W fellas in it and the J fellas in it, and it'll be good. And you can put Calvina in the Grand Teed, and it'll be good. You can bench Toya. So, like, some people in the Super Robot Wars thread were like, what new properties are there to go in? It's like Valvrave and Majestic Prince. And that's pretty much it for the good ones. And then Old Noah would be like Zioraima in that it doesn't provide any grunts. It's just only boss fights. You could have the clone guy. You'd have him as grunts, I guess, if you wanted to do that. But otherwise, he's just a really good stage gimmick. And Captain Earth. One guy is adamant that Captain Earth would be really good in Super Robot Wars because it would cut out all of the shit. I don't know. There was a lot of shit. But yeah, Majestic Prince could be okay. Valvrave. But everything else is either airing or it's airing and or is a Gundam. So it's not particularly it's not exactly a new IP, but it's new stuff that we wouldn't have seen before. Yeah, it's totally going to be Toya and Grand Teed, like 100%. 100%. The Toya will get Grand Teed, and Calvino will get Belzoot. Kustwell won't exist, and the secret unit will be the Vorlin or the Wrath Clans, whichever one's the upgrade. So the Vorlin is the final upgrade, right? Just if you think Dan Cougar's good in Super Wars, Captain Earth could be good in Super Robot Wars. You know what? You know what? You're right. I don't think anyone in Dan Cougar machine gunned the Terminator. But I could be wrong. For W in the OG verse, like Sperm says, Ryusei loses shit over all the different combinations, but I definitely think like I think the biggest thing we're gonna have is and the lady Kazuma. He's gonna be like, "Hey, little lady, how you doing?" And Kazuma's like, "It's me, but if I was a girl and also a robot." And then like, you know what? Fine by me. And Ryusei's like, "She's a robot? Fuck." It'd also be yet another type of artificial human to test Kazuha's energy drink on. I don't see what we need is Dairogo 50. You know what? We do. Escaflowne was another one brought up that could be good, because in their entry they were bad and had one attack, and it's like... Escaflowne, the fights aren't the main deal, but... that doesn't mean that they have to have garbage trash animations, right? That's never stood anybody before. Papyrus Rhyme says, "Give me Super Fumina." Super Humina. Humina. Yeah, sure, that's fine. For me, I think... what about Star Driver? What about Star Driver? I think, for me, the easiest way to get the build fighters in is you have them as like the preliminary amateur league for the Gundam fight. So you'd have build fighters and G Gundam in, and then for Super Fumina it would be you'd have Armoured Clan. You'd have Clan wearing the armoured parts, and it'd be Clan and Fumina flying around. And she's like, "In the cartoon, it's really creepy that the dude made this, and I hated it. But here, because you're a giant woman, it's empowering to me to also be a giant woman." Necros Delta is easy because Ixa and... well, Ixa and Tekkamen. Fuck it, have Guyver in. Guyver, Tekkamen, Orgun. Galgaigas, you can have Guy running around on foot too with his knife. Bonta. Algovolin does have robots in too, you're right. I'm actually going to go for the dodge on this. Okay, Kravia versus Crowe. Crowe! 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 Kravia! If I can't have you, then I'll... That's enough, Kravia. Chill out. Will you be mine, Crowe? I know one's thing. I'm just me. You're rejecting me? Both you and the spheres? Jeez, Kravia, it's not like that. We're both our own people, and you can't throw away your sense of self. The girl I knew worked herself to the bone when she made up her mind. Remember, Kravia, I'm sure there was more things you wanted to do than just hate stuff. They said resentful scorpion. So that's what's controlling her, yeah? Then I'm putting an end to it. Sphere or not, I'll bring the hammer down on anything that twists people's lives like that. You know what, Crowe? You're right. And now you'll see Kravia's cool robot. Look at it! Like, that's the ball. That's the end of the scorpion's sting, and it's got this thing going through his head. And it's 100% designed by Abari, because you can tell by the face. Like, that's 100% an Abari bot. Pretty sure that's a game over. Yep. Transformers Master Force would be good as hell. But no, just sleep with them, Crowe. None of this would happen if you just give in to some of these women. Listen, he's scared. But it's okay, this is going to go faster than it did before, because one, I'm not eating food, and also, I'm skipping. I think Transformers could even, like, be good in Super Robot Wars, like, any of the combiners. Like, Bruticus would be really good. You've got a tank who's armoured, slow, land-based, really good against things on the ground. You've got the anti-air truck, ground-based, good against things in the air. Probably has a map attack for its artillery. A helicopter, good in the air, good against people on the ground. A space shuttle, I mean, sure. So we can have the helicopter be air to air, and the space shuttle be air to ground where he's bombing, and the Jeep, who's just a fast support unit or whatever. And then robot modes are all general purpose, and then they can combine into a double large fella or whatever and have a good time. But then of course you are deploying 5 dudes. And Starscream definitely has to be in it and fuck everything up constantly. And if we're doing Tiny People World, where you got the Delta girls and everybody on the ground and all the Tekka men, then you could have the headmasters and power masters and all those guys. They just be people running around in suits going, "Yeah, I'm cool," and then they can call in the big fella. So we'd have Super Robot Wars Tiny People edition, and then some of them become big people. The problem with also with the Transformers is there's not really much reason for any of them to exist, mostly. And for any of them to transform, it's like, oh, okay, sure, fine. Other than be vehicle mode to get somewhere faster is pretty much it. Yeah, Nobunaga the Fool, Argovolin. Fucking Leonardo da Vinci, look at him, that fucking guy. Crowe in that. So, someone else mentioned Muv-Luv and how it doesn't, like, it would be difficult to get that as a setting where the aliens in that are just like overwhelming force, and then the super powerful ones have a laser and that doesn't fit, and it's like, we're talking about Super Robot Wars where they've made everything fit. I've never known anything to not fit. And if it was Tiny People Edition, you could have a formation of 5. Well, 5. 9 from. The if you had Tiny People, get the Super Sentai in there too. Why not? They have robots. And that's Ethan's wishlist. Stupid Robot Wars game that would be bad and unfun for everybody. It's Magi Pre. Just makes me want Super Tokusatsu ties in the end. Yeah. 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 The reason Crowe didn't dodge that 50% attack, by the way, is because I've got food here getting cold. And that's like the time that the spaceship didn't dodge in Z1 when I just wanted to go to bed. So I had to do like an hour-long stage again. Also, if this year they do third OGs, that means 2017 they could do, or they'd announce third OGs this year and do it. And then next year, 2017, the third EVA movie's gonna, the fourth EVA movie's gonna be out. It's like the 20th anniversary of End of Evangelion, right? So that's why they've delayed it. It's not that Hideaki Anno's just like, I don't want to do any of this shit ever again. Let me make Ultraman, or I'll kill myself. It's definitely coming out. It's definitely coming out. Ano-san, we gave you like permission and money to make the Ultraman movie so you'd finish the Evangelion, so you should really keep up your end of the bargain. And he just turns slowly towards the executive and says, no. Like, come on, please. And then he says, Ultraman A's color timer. It's flashing. He's almost done. And he just falls on the floor and lays on the floor and then to be dead. Yeah, he's doing Shin Godzilla, right? So he's getting to do all the stuff he wants to do, while you getting to use it as a really good excuse to not do Evangelion, which he doesn't want to do. What we really need is someone to do a really good Gunbuster script. That he's like, okay, I'll fucking do it so I can do this. Please. I'm pretty sure they did give him the Ultraman movie. Like, I'm pretty sure